What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Heavy Stealing Hot Rods. I'm Most RPMs out. We're in gear here, and we're back out here at the Far South Police Station. I got the boys out here ready. I got a 3-man crew, 4 including myself, and they already started putting joists up, as you can see. What's up, Mike? How's it going? Getting it done, getting it done. They just got done flying up that joist right there that y'all just seen them do. They got one more joist, and then they're gonna be taking lunch. And then after that, they're gonna be stuffing bridging. Someone's gonna start welding these joists down, make sure they're separated at the distance they need to be. We had to stop right here and leave a space because the engineer wants to make sure that they tied that rebar over this door correctly. And then right over here where we got that embed up there, they gotta knock down a couple courses of some brick and tie into another wall over there because we have an HSS rectangle tubing that goes over there. So they're gonna be working that. They got some more joists to be doing right now. Let's keep on going. Well, as y'all can see, they got some joists put up already. It's looking good. I just actually came back from the medical examiner's office. I'm gonna leave a picture right here. We ended up having to do an RTU and had to flash it all in and all that stuff for those HVAC guys this morning. So I actually wasn't here while they started off this building. I was over there finishing that change order. But right now the guys are taking lunch. As soon as they get back from lunch, we're gonna start stuffing bridging. We're gonna start welding down these joists. And I did call for the HVAC guy to come out here to this job site. That way he can go ahead and mark out his units, his curbs on the ground. We can shoot them up with a laser and we go ahead and get them set onto the joists and get them welded out before we start throwing this decking. And as per the Angleton project, Hector's kicking ass over there actually. Unfortunately, somebody stepped on our panels. Cement guy actually ran him over with the skid steer and he messed up about 25 panels. So we ended up having to get those reordered. They'll be actually out there Thursday, I believe. When I talked to Jason Remington, he said Thursday he'll have those out there, the replacement panels. But the guy's doing good. I'm gonna leave another picture right here so y'all can see what they're doing. Right now they just installed some gutters and some downspouts today, and tomorrow they should be starting to do some change orders on the existing building to make sure that that gutter system works, because there's only a couple inches in between the existing building and the new building. All right, everybody, we're back from lunch. We got Junior over there doing the spaces in between the joists. We got Kendrick over there on the forklift. He's gonna be getting all his bridging, start bridging all these joists together. We got Mike, Lover Boy, over there, gonna start welding out these joists real quick. Let's get to it. Go check out Mike's welding. Woo, baby! We got Kendrick right there stuffing bridging right now. Solo Dolo doing good. Right now we got Junior over here making sure that they're equally distanced apart, every 6 foot, 3 foot 10 1/4 from the inside of CMU to the first one, and on center 6 foot. And he's also making sure we have 4 inches of bearing right here. That way Michael can just go ahead and start welding all the way. ¿Cómo va, loco? Ay! Hierro! Oh, we got Kendrick over here putting in bridging. Getting it done, baby. Working good? All right, well, I got the guys welding right now, putting bridging. I'm actually gonna go to AutoZone to go pick up some oil for this little Bulldog welder. We've actually been using it a lot as a little generator and needs an oil change right now. So we can go ahead and do that within like 15 minutes. It takes 10W30, about 1.2 quarts. So I'll just go ahead and buy 2 quarts of that. It's the gasoline type, not the type for diesel welders or diesel trucks. I have 10W30 diesel with me, diesel oil with me, but that's more likely to prevent soot and things like that. So it's not really rated for that little type of combustion engine. So we're gonna go ahead and head down the street. It's only about 5-7 minutes away from us. It won't be but maybe 20 minutes it'll take me to do round trip while the guys are stuffing, bridging, and finishing up those welds over there. Inevitably, we still got to wait for the engineer to go ahead and check that one section. And then there was a problem that we found out. We were pulling our measurements 3'10" from the inside of block, and we actually realized that every 6 feet, that the last 4 joists that we threw and 3 on the outside wall, those brick masons laid down the end beds incorrectly. So they're about, on one of them they're about 1 inch off, the other one they're about 1.5 inches, and they just keep on increasing, being a little bit off. So they're gonna have to go through there and cut some of that stuff off the block and some of that concrete out there, go ahead and chip it out, and then we can throw a plate inside there and re-weld it and go ahead and get that done. That way we can set our joists. But that's not going to happen today. Hopefully it'll happen by tomorrow. Right now they're backfilling some walls, so I'm going to head over here, get this oil while these guys go ahead and stuff bridging, keep on welding, and we'll see where the day takes us. Let's do it. Well, I ended up going to a O'Reilly's, not an AutoZone. It was a little bit closer than the AutoZone, maybe like 2 minutes closer. So I went and got that 10W30. That was a nice car right there. 10W30 is an Audi. 10W30 oil. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes to cool down that little machine before I change the oil, but I am gonna try and change it by today. But I'm gonna be cutting it kind of close. We get off at 5:30. We're only pulling 10 hours right now, and it's about 4 p.m. as we speak. So I'm gonna cut it kind of close. I like to roll up around 5, get everything rolled up and cleaned up by 5:30, and then go ahead and head to the hotel rooms. But we'll see how it rolls, you know what I mean? We'll see how much Mike can get done. Until then, we'll probably let him keep on welding till 5:30. The other guy's stuffing some bridging right now, and then we'll change the oil. That way it can all be ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have 2 guys here at this substation on the south side, and then me and Junior will actually be going over there to the north side substation to go work on the change order for those canopy brackets. Still got plenty of work to do on those. We were hitting a rebar. There was some inconsistencies on the plans, so we were unable to really do anything about it last week. We got some answers now, and we got some ways to go ahead and try and make it work. So we're gonna go and see if we can handle that tomorrow, get the majority of it done, especially the ones that are gonna go anchored into the walls with the through bolts. I wanna do those first, just in case if we have to do anything, any movement up or down, then I don't have to rework the welded ones. The welded ones, we can put them at the exact elevation that it calls for. We're not gonna have any inconsistencies there. But when it comes to actually, you know, putting the through bolts, if we start hitting rebar or something, might need to move side to side, up and down a little bit, and that might actually end up changing the ones that are welded. So we'll do those secondary. We'll go ahead and do the ones with through bolts first. There's that Gillileen church that we did that beam. If y'all didn't watch that video, go ahead and check out the catalog. Me and Mike were over there putting in a 2,600 pound beam. Yeah, go ahead and check that out. That was a pretty interesting project. We ended up having to make these little towers, and we put our chain falls on them, put come-alongs on the joists, lifted that thing up into the air, got it to elevation, and set some columns, welded it all out. It was a couple days worth of work. I think it was 2.5 days that we worked there. Ended up having to roll the beam in through the front of the church. It was this whole thing. It was pretty fun though. In the moment, it was kind of tiring, but it was pretty fun. Y'all can check that out. Go ahead and look me up on Facebook as well. The other social medias, Jose Fierro. You can find me up there on Facebook and on TikTok under that name. And on YouTube, we're at Heavy Steel and Hot Rods. You know what I mean? That's where you can find this show on YouTube. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And yeah, let's head back to the job site. We're right down the road. Maybe make this turn and go check up on these boys. All right, everybody, we're back out here. Ends up being there was a misprint on my field measurements on my plans versus architecturals. This one right here goes 5'6", and then 6 foot after every one of them. So we got that fixed right now. Junior's gonna go ahead and place it the way it needs to be placed. We can re-weld those. We got Mike doing bridging right now, and Kendrick is finishing his side of welding all the joists off. That way he can throw his side of bridging. It's going really good. They got the oil changed. Things working like a charm now. Looking good, guys.